Like, give me a spooky character.
What does it call? Smeagol.
Everyone has a Smeagol voice though.
Mm.
Have you seen like College Humor skit where it's like the guys sitting? It's like what is it? It's every voice that guys can do at a party, and they they all like try to like do it together. You know, there's like everyone does like it's like a God. I'm ruining what the idea of the skit is. But like Christopher Walken, you know, is like a big one. There's Sean Connery, Smeagol, Bane. Now you have my permission to die.
The 7 impression dudes. The 7 impressions always do by College Humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
All right, right on.
Yeah. We were just doing that. We were those dudes.
We got more, right? Maybe I don't know.
I got more voices than impressions.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Are you recording this?
Yeah, I'm recording all of this.
Well, this is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy and
Jacob's
Jacob's
mixtape.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, yo. I just scolded Tommy. He's a bad boy.
I forgot about
Bad boy.
I forgot about that.
I was me spanking him.
Okay. Anyways, on that creepy note. Hi, everybody. Again.
Oh, this is episode 2, episode 1 of Side B.
Side B.
We'll probably keep track of episodes by not like one, like we. I don't know how we're gonna keep track of numbers of episodes. We're figuring this shit out as we go right now.
Yes, we are. Side B is our random talkie point.
Yeah, it's a Side B banter, so side banter, you know.
Oh yeah, side banter. So as opposed to focusing on a movie like we usually do, we're just going to be talking about kind of whatever. But since we are in the spooky season,
You really like to say spooky that way.
I fucking love it.
It's like I know you've always liked Halloween and like this like season and whatnot, but like spooky, spooky.
Lindsay and
Like,
I came up with
who
it.
are you trying to like seduce?
I don't know. Just Lindsay and I started saying it that way to each other.
Are you trying to seduce Casper?
That's weird. Just thought a lot of Michael Jackson jokes run through my head.
Whoa! Not where I was going. I'm kind of hot on my pickup right now. I'm gonna turn myself down. Hold on a second. I think that might be better. Hello. Yeah, that's a little bit better. If you guys noticed any difference or not at all. So sorry about the volume at the beginning of that. If I'm killing your eardrums.
He'll be quiet now.
Yeah, because I know how to be quiet.
Yeah. So what's going on? What's new? What's going on?
You know, not a whole lot. I'm slowly getting my upgrade in my bedroom and living room and whatnot together.
Cool.
So I'm waiting on my big screen TV coming in this weekend.
Finally, cool.
Yes.
You discovered that you can schedule delivery dates.
Well, I mean, because like generally with Amazon, it's like it'll come between this time. But I didn't realize because I've never ordered anything like I mean I've ordered like a laptop through Amazon or like laptop through online, but that still just like comes like when it's gonna come. Like you don't schedule it. But it makes sense for like a TV that they would actually like put like a schedule thing for that because that's a like I don't know.
That's a good thing to get stolen.
Yeah, I mean it's probably like a number one thing that would get stolen, you know?
Yeah. It's not like it's an incognito box.
Yeah, right. It's like giant box that says TV on it. It's like money. It might as well just be a giant box with a money sign on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And then other than that, I did a little bit more research on the Xbox and it's the Xbox Series and Xbox Series X, because you know since I'm getting like one of the new TVs that are the OLEDs, I was like curious because I want to get the Series S, the digital one.
Oh, the smaller one?
Yeah, the smaller one, because I mean it's cheaper, and I'm not really a big Xbox player, but after us talking about Battletoads being on it, it's like it's weird. I'm going to spend $300 on a machine just to play Battletoads almost.
I mean, that's why I got a PlayStation 4.
Oh, just to play
Skyrim.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait the 6 months or whatever. I was like, nope, never mind.
Yeah. But so I have them right here on my phone. Let me looking it up.
Well, especially with Game Pass too. That's the digital one for Game Pass alone. I think is worth it because it's how much?
Yeah. Which one?
The digital.
The digital one?
Yeah.
It is. Oh, what the fuck is it? It's 300.
300.
300,
Yeah, 300 in the monthly subscription to Game Pass is like, I think that's totally worth it.
No, exactly.
Especially if you're not a huge Xbox fan, that's perfect. Like, kind of to dip your toes into what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, definitely. And like it'll also like I don't know, there's just like small little things on the Xbox that are definitely like not fuck dude, like if Bethesda is like going to be 100% Xbox, like if I want to play Fallout, like if it doesn't go to the PlayStation, you know? Cuz like what was the parent company called? Do you remember?
ZeniMax.
ZeniMax, yeah.
ZeniMax is who owns Bethesda.
So like pretty much all of the features between the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. So the X is the big one, the disk drive.
It's huge. It looks like a 90s tower.
It's actually not much bigger than the Series S.
Really? From the pictures, it looks huge.
I mean, looking at the pictures right here, like it's maybe twice the size, but the Series S is also tiny.
Yeah,
you know,
it's kind of like the size of a portable DVD player back in the day.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Except like thicker, but like
yeah. So pretty much, so like the storage and expandability, the difference is like the Series X has a 1 terabyte drive, and the Series S has a 512 gigabyte. So it's like literally half the size of like storage space.
And I'm assuming you could get a terabyte external.
Yeah, no, and it's also like custom and then you can get a 1 terabyte Seagate storage expansion card that works for both of them. So they have like their own custom SSD in it and whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
Which I do find it kind of interesting that I think it might just be because of the size, but you're making a digital machine that has a smaller drive than the one that has the disk drive in it. I would think you would want to do that opposite, because, you know, if it's just a digital machine, unless it can't actually like save like full games on it, which would confuse me if it's designed for just only streaming and like digital and like.
So you're saying since it's digital, you think it would have the bigger hard drive because you're getting everything.
You're downloading everything direct. Yeah, it's just all digital, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but maybe it's because. No, but I guess I don't know. I've never built a game console, so
yeah, right. I personally think it's backwards because, I mean, obviously people are going to still be downloading games on their like Series X.
Yeah,
but if the Series S is designed for no disk drive, all hard drive, all digital download and everything, it should have a bigger drive.
Yeah,
it should have the bigger drive.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then frame rates are the same, up to 120 FPS. Its processors are actually very different. The Series X has 12 teraflops processing power, and the Series S has 4 teraflops processing power. So literally,
wow,
like the Series X is 3 times more powerful processing, which makes sense because of the size and whatnot, and maybe because also it needs to be reading like disk drive stuff, you know, like it makes sense, but it's also
to communicate through the disk drive via the actual console to the screen.
I also really don't know what a teraflop is. I'm just you know,
it sounds like a mistake.
That it should be opposite.
No, fucking Terry, this teraflops.
This you fucking teraflop.
You totally teraflopped that meeting, man. Lame.
Here's the big one that makes me go, it's the gaming resolution. The Series X is a true 4K, which is what the newer like TVs, like the OLEDs, are only capable of. Like, I mean, you can get like some 4K TVs, but like they'll look really pretty and whatnot, but the Series S is only 1440p.
1440p.
Like,
yeah.
So it's like, I mean, it's pretty much any newer TV before the 4K stuff.
Yeah.
So like my TV would be able to register 1440p just fine. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's still really gonna be crisp and cool. I mean, it's pretty much what your PlayStation 4 on your TV looks like.
I was gonna say,
or your Xbox. I was gonna say Xbox One.
My Xbox One, man, that thing is the games on that are just really pretty.
No, exactly. So it's not. I mean, it'll look like that, but like the Xbox Series X is gonna look better.
Yeah.
Which kind of made me kind of think for a second, maybe I do want to get a Series X, but I'm not going to use it as much. And I'll be happy with the resolution I get with the Series S as well.
I'm totally, like I said, I'm gonna stick to. I'm waiting until all the reviews and stuff come out because I already buy video games like a lunatic and get it, and then I'm like, I don't like this. But with this, I'm gonna actually like take time because I mean, I don't know. I want these for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I really got to decide what I want to spend more money on, or if I just want to save up and try and get them both at some point.
Don't get them both. Oh, are you talking about the PS5 and the Xbox?
Yeah. No,
I was like, don't get both series.
No.
Xbox,
The PS5 and the.
Yeah. You're definitely thinking about which one you want first.
And I'm also going to look at which lineup I'm more excited for.
That's fair. I've been thinking like, because the PS5's been having so many issues with its like pre-sale and like
Pre-orders and everything.
That, I mean, also like when I was looking up on the Microsoft store for like pre-ordering your Xboxes, they literally have it limited to one order per person.
That's fair though.
No, exactly. But Sony didn't do that.
Oh, they didn't do that.
No,
that's your point.
Like our Revel, one of Revel's friends bought like pre-ordered 4 PlayStation 5s so he could fucking make money off the other ones. Right? No, it's screwed. It's fucked up, dude.
It's messed up.
I mean,
it's like what people were doing with the Switch.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this whole like pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Like holding on to them, and then when they shot up to fucking $600,
yeah, and then like
sell them.
I mean, it's like it's. I
mean, it's supply and demand.
It's supply and demand. It's smart. It's smart, but it's a dick move.
Yeah,
it's a dick move.
And that's how you make money.
Yeah,
a lot of the time.
So the video, the Series X can do up to 8K high dynamic range. And then for the Series S, it's capable of 8K high dynamic range. And I don't know what the fuck the difference between those two things mean.
I'm going to be honest, you're basically speaking Greek to me right now.
For like...
The specs.
Oh.
I'm like, it's going to be pretty.
I think that's the last actual like difference between the two. Because the rest is pretty much all exactly... Oh, except for... Oh, games. Series X, play physical game discs and digital games. Series C? Wow, what am I? Series S, disc-free gaming.
Well, it's also kind of like, you looked at what Microsoft has been doing with their like portable thing, right?
Who?
Microsoft and their Game Pass. Have you seen what their portable option that they're doing?
What do you mean? No.
So basically, and I think I might be wrong, don't quote me on this, but if I remember correctly, it's for basically, I think, Androids primarily, not so much Apple. But if you have like an Android, they will actually send you these little Xbox controllers that clip onto the side of your phone or tablet.
Yeah.
And then you can get Game Pass on your phone and stream games onto your phone.
I mean, you can do that
Xbox.
with PlayStation right now. PlayStation Now.
But can you get the controllers attached to your phone?
Instead of for the PlayStation, what it is that it's a thing that attaches to your controller, like plugs into your controller, and then it like your phone like attaches to it, and it's like a screen right above your controller.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the little clippy.
Like the side, so it's like the Switch.
Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of cool.
I like because I'm used to handheld things that fold up, so I kind of like the PlayStation one where it's like the screen's right above the controller.
Yeah. Well, I just don't like PlayStation streaming system.
No, I mean, hopefully it's better with the PlayStation 5.
Right now it's garbage.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft killed it with Game Pass.
Oh, 100%.
It's cool.
And then, right here, actually, for the size and weight of it, it's literally the Series X is just twice as fat is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it even has the weight. The Series X is 9.8 10 pounds essentially, and then the Series S is 4.25 pounds. And the height difference is only a couple centimeters. The Series X is 30 centimeters tall, and the Series S is 27.5 centimeters tall. So it's literally a 3 centimeter difference, like about an inch difference.
Oh.
And then they're both the same, like, width. Or not with depth, like if they're standing up, they're both the same depth. But then the width, like what makes the Series S more of a a box rectangle, is that it's 15 centimeters. Yeah, that was top.
That was the ghost. No, it's the ghost.
It's the ghost.
It's the demons.
Yeah, okay.
It's the demons.
Spooky. And then the Series S is 6.5 centimeters. So yeah, I mean they're about the same size except for just cut the Series X in half, and then you got 2 Series S's. Please, I want everyone that owns an Xbox Series X to do that.
Just cut it right in half.
Cut it right in half. But yeah, and that's right. And then the Series X has an ultra high speed HDMI cable. Ooh. And the Series S just has a high speed HDMI cable. It's not ultra.
What's the price difference? 400 to 6.
Yeah, so $200 difference.
Okay.
Yep. And then if you want to pay per month, it's a $10 difference.
For Game Pass?
I think that's just for the console because you can.
Oh yeah,
they're
you
letting
can finance it.
Yeah, you can finance them now.
That's crazy. That's cool. That's a kind of a game changer. Did they ever do that before?
I think this is pretty new. I mean, I know like Amazon's been doing stuff like that for like bigger like purchases for a while now, and I think since Amazon's like has been doing it, like there's a lot of
other companies are going to follow suit.
Yeah, I mean, well, also like if you think of it, they're going to be able to add interest onto that, so they're going to make more money.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's like I mean, maybe they're not going to. Maybe they don't add interest, but even still, it's like. Because I don't know if it's like a 2-year contract for like paying for this.
Yeah,
thing
but like if you miss...
Oh, they don't do that with phones though, do they? When you're like paying monthly for that.
Mm.
That's true. So
I mean, so if you don't pay, they're just gonna come and take it from you. It's gonna be like Microsoft Repo Men.
No, they'll probably just like they could probably break your system because it can be connected to the internet.
Oh, like you can't use it until you
like they just like cut off the internet with it, or they could even just like send like a code to it, or it's like
remotely shut it off.
Like you can't sign in, like because you probably have to sign into a profile. So if you can't sign into your profile, you can't play any games.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. That's gonna be interesting to see how they make that work.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
I would totally get it and then just stop paying to see what happened.
Yeah,
no, take my money. It's fine.
And also I read something interesting about the PlayStation 5 today as well, about its backwards capabilities. So I'm getting like I was confused with what I was reading, but they were saying that when you log on to your PlayStation profile on the PS5, it'll immediately have shown all of the games you have played or owned on your PlayStation 4 in their library.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that means like you can just like freely download those games. You know what I mean?
You have to because I paid for them.
No, exactly. But that's the thing that they've never been, because like from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, like all of the like, things. Well, I should say, because I know from the PlayStation, all of the games I bought on my PlayStation 3 online that were just digital purchases, digital downloads, I wasn't able to transfer to my PlayStation 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they're allowing that, and then like there's also being able to like bring your save file from your PlayStation 4 onto your PlayStation 5, you can just literally upgrade to your PlayStation 5
and keep everything and just move it over.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, super cool. If that's what they're describing, like it's kind of confusing how they're talking about it. I mean, it just might be a little over my head.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know. Like we're entering a new world of gaming right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be just interesting. I'm very curious about how it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Just even trying to think, because even then it's like your gamer tag, and then because even then like they're gonna put certain remastered ones in the PS5, and I'm sure some of those are gonna be online that you were playing on the PS4. So if you log in on your PS4 and someone's playing on the PS5 that you played with together on the PS4, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you guys gonna just be playing the same?
Is everything going to be cross-platform in a way?
Yeah, within your own generations of consoles. You get what
I get what you're saying. I mean, because they might be all the same servers. It might literally just be all same like internet server and stuff and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's like when you get a new computer, same fucking internet, same fucking internet, everything. It's just upgraded hardware.
So something we were going to talk. So we talk about video games, consoles, the new generation. Go ahead and read up on that. Let us know if we're as big as idiots as we think. But since we are in October, we were going to talk about Halloweeny. I'm not going to say it. Halloweeny thingies. Spooky. Such as like the ghosts in this room with us. Did you hear that?
As I become possessed.
So movies and video games, right? That's what we were kind of thinking.
Yeah. I mean, movies, video games. I mean, all media, TV shows.
Cool. So have you watched anything that you would recommend to our listeners?
Yeah. I mean, if anybody has the Shudder app, I would recommend, especially during this season, is the highlight to get it.
Do the trial at least and check it out. Also,
we need to get paid for all these promos. Like,
for maybe one
come
day.
on, Shudder.
Actually, if you get AMC Plus, Shudder is included along with two others.
Well, because AMC is the parent of Shudder.
But I mean, but then if you get AMC Plus, you get all The Walking Dead and all their other great shows, and then you get Shudder. So I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna say get AMC and then feed the Capital Giant.
I want AMC Plus and Shudder. What? Fuck off. More bang for my buck. But yeah, definitely check out Shudder. It's cool. It's strictly horror movies and TV shows. They even do some documentaries.
Yeah, they have a lot of original content.
A lot of really good original content.
I wouldn't say. I mean, Some really good, some.
Some are just okay, fine, not a
Yeah.
lot, but I've seen some cool
Yeah.
little gems, you
Yeah.
know, hidden throughout
Well,
there.
recently, I don't know if anybody has seen trailers for it. That Shudder had their most recent original, which is a horror comedy called Scare Me.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were.
Yeah, I
that's
texted
right.
you.
Yeah, that's right. We had,
And you guessed what I was talking about.
Yeah, I think I just watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you go, I tried to explain it and I couldn't. You go ahead and
So
give it a
it's-
brief overview.
It's like a campfire story movie
In a cabin.
in a cabin. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a It's a cabin campfire story.
Cabin campfire story.
So essentially, guy is isolating himself in a cabin in the woods type thing where he wants to be a writer. So he's trying to get his writing out. He ends up meeting a famous writer who is staying at a cabin next to him.
And who's the actress? Just for fun.
God, what's her name? Aya Cash. Aya Cash.
Yeah, it's Stormfront.
Yeah, it's Stormfront from The Boys.
Yeah, which I was like, look at that.
Yeah, I know. No, it's cool that
Yeah.
she's starting to get more and more popular. She started her big break was a show it's I can't remember the name, but it's like you're the worst or something like that, or
Yeah.
I think it might be. It's kind of British. It sounds. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember exactly. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, no, she's in it, and then Josh Rubin, yeah, the guy that got started from College Humor.
Is that the main guy?
Yeah, did you not recognize him from the early College Humor skits? Oh yeah,
Maybe it's because I haven't seen him in so long.
yeah. He actually wrote and directed that.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Cool.
And then Chris Redd from SNL.
I did recognize him.
And yeah, so it's so essentially campfire, like they meet up, and then the power goes out, and she comes over to his cabin to be like, hey, the power's out, so let's scare each other, you're a writer, I'm a writer, let's tell scary stories. And so they end up kind of telling scary stories back and forth, but instead of it doing a regular cut to see the story get played out, you watch them act it out. And it gets kind of surreal with it as well, as they're talking about that werewolf and whatnot, and he's acting like a werewolf. You see the claw of a werewolf in the cabin, it's coming real, and then all of a sudden he jumps, he's like, "Rah!" And then you just see him. So yeah,
or he's talking about the police outside the window, and you see red lights flashing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if you're sitting there watching your friend tell an actually really captivating story.
Your imagination,
You're kind
filling
of
in the blanks.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually I thought it was really cool.
It was cool.
It has a very low rating on IMDb. I think got a 4.5 or something, or 4.9.
Actually, I got it right here. For the 5.6.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought it was lower.
Well, because it came out the first of this month, so it's pretty
yeah. So it's really fun. I would say it's really fun. It has a great cool as the story unfolds, you kind of get the sense of where it's going, which I think might have kind of a lower IMDb rating. But it definitely is fun, and it has, in my opinion, a fun twist, and a kind of pretty darkly humorous ending.
And it's honestly, especially for this time of year, if you are going to be watching a lot of like I have been, that's all I watch during this time of year is just some kind of scary. It is interesting, even if you don't love it. It's different than the usual slasher zombie monster bullshit. It's just really an interesting.
I wouldn't say it's
watch.
Scary at all, though.
No, I didn't think it was scary.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's in the horror comedy genre.
It
in
gets
my opinion,
tense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get scary.
Yeah,
it was cool. Definitely would check that one out.
Yeah, it's fun, and hopefully they release it outside of just Shudder, because it's definitely a movie I think that should live maybe on Netflix or Hulu or even Amazon Prime as well.
Yeah, and this is something I could see becoming kind of like a cult classic kind of gem.
Yeah,
especially if it does stay on Shudder, it might be completely washed out, and then it might weirdly resurface again.
That'd be cool
in a couple years, But we'll see. But yeah, so Scare Me came out October 1st, 2020. Check it out.
I loosely watched the new Adam Sandler Netflix horror movie. What was it? Hubie Halloween.
I finished it. That's weird. I watched it last night.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I finished. I think I may have watched it last night as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
yeah. I just put it on for shits and giggles.
I put it on. I was also kind of organizing some mental stuff and working on some paperwork stuff.
Yeah.
While I was watching it, so I was kind of half paying attention, but I definitely was appreciating what I was watching.
It's Waterboy in Halloween.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, I fucking love Waterboy.
He does a voice. Everyone be safe this
I
time.
mean, he doesn't really do the Bobby Boucher voice. It's a little bit different. I think. I mean, he kind of. Yeah, he has the voice. Yeah, I guess it's like an older Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, but he still does like the jaw thing.
Yeah.
It's Happy Madison.
H2O, Gatorade, H2O. Tackles the guy. Sorry. I've watched a lot of Waterboy.
Happy Madison Productions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can remember what it's called.
Don't want to bird it.
But yeah, that's the new Adam Sandler Netflix original.
Mm-hmm.
It's
fun.
It's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's Adam Sandler.
Well, but the thing was, especially Casino's
I
got
actually
Kevin.
looked it up on IMDb when I saw it last night or the other day. It had like a 9.
I already have it open.
It had like a 9.1 rating on IMDb, which blew my mind. Did it go down already?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Take a guess.
What, 4.2?
5.3.
5.3. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I was like, how does this have a 9.1?
Because there was people like you, huge fans, that all watched it immediately when they came out,
Yeah.
and all put really good reviews, and then
Because I was like, this movie does not deserve a 9.1 at all.
well, it's just because especially with Happy, especially growing up, I loved them, but as I got older, when I rewatched them, there are ones that are hit and miss. Like I love Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, but that's a Happy Madison, but that wasn't written. That Adam Sandler has no hand in that.
No, I know, but I'm talking about Happy Madison Productions. Like
Yeah.
in the movies they do, they have hit and miss. Like is Grown Ups Happy Madison?
No, that's just actually it might be collaboration between Happy Madison and I'm sorry, I was thinking of I don't know the Adam Sandler Judd Apatow movie.
Uncut Gems?
No,
What are you talking about?
Where Adam Sandler has cancer and then he gets cured.
Oh, and
When Seth Rogen's in it.
yeah.
Oh God, I can't remember the name
what
of
it
that
is.
one. But yeah, I was thinking of that movie. No, yeah, Grown Ups is Happy Madison, 100%.
But yeah, so it's silly.
It's super silly, but what's kind of like a great gem about that movie though is that it's bringing back the like early '90s SNL group, like that those big names from the early '90s that worked just so well together. Sandler, Schneider, Spade,
Smith, James, what's his name?
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Well, Kevin James is their surrogate Chris Farley.
Yeah, but I also really love
Rest
Kevin
in
James.
peace, Chris Farley. But yeah, no. So yeah, we went off on a fucking Adam Sandler. We're not even talking about Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween is just a story about Hubie, who's kind of like the town fool.
Town fool, definitely a little bit slower.
People make
He's like-
fun of him,
yeah, he's-
bully him.
The whole thing is that he's like, no matter how much negativity is thrown at him, he always has a positive attitude
And
about
he's
it.
nice and wants to take care of everybody.
His gimmick though is that he is easily scared about everything.
Even though he loves Halloween.
Yeah. Which is also that's funny. That one little fun thing. So like his love interest, Violet Valentine, who's played by what's her name, the mother from Modern Family, Julie Bowen.
Yeah, Julie Bowen.
Which I remember. Like she's remember which other Adam Sandler movie she's from?
Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
She's when I was looking, I was like, well, that's what's fun about Happy Madison Pictures too, is to look like, oh, who are they going to get? Because they always use so many of the same people, and or they're talking about this character. You're like, oh, who's it going to be? And you're like, oh, cool, Steve Buscemi, or oh, Rob Schneider.
Well, I mean, but they all like, you're so like they're like recycle or reoccurring like
they're
cast.
friends.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
They're like, hey, I'm doing this movie. Coming
It's like their ensemble. You know? Or like for theater, it's their company.
yeah.
You know?
It's just fun to see who they're going to use.
And how they're going to use them. You
Yeah.
know, it's like because they're all character actors, so like what funny things they can all do. Like
I was waiting for you can do it, but that never happened.
Yeah, I think they're done with that.
Yeah, I think that's over.
I think that was the early 2000s joke, and now it's done.
Yeah.
But Julie Bowen, who is Violet Valentine, the joke on with her name is that since she's Hubie Halloween, he likes Halloween, but he's really scared. He's scared of everything easily.
His last name isn't Halloween though.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-mm.
I thought did they say it in the movie, or did they just joke about it?
No, his name isn't. Okay, let me see real quick. It's not because they said it a couple times. It's like Hubie Housen.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. But they
No,
call him.
Hubie Dubois.
Oh, they call him Hubie Halloween. Maybe just because he likes Halloween, they call him Halloween.
I mean, yeah, because I remember they kept yelling Dubois a lot.
Oh,
They started
okay.
calling him Hubie Dubois.
Well, like I said, I was halfway paying attention to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I paid attention enough to notice certain things like Violet Valentine, whose last name Valentine, obviously, the whole Valentine's Day idea with that, and how she can't find proper love. So, like, because she was married to Kevin James' character and they got divorced.
You read into this a lot more than I did.
Well, because I mean, by halfway paying attention to it. It's just I'm wired that way though. When I'm watching a movie, I'm thinking about stuff like this constantly. Like, oh, that's fun. That's probably why they did this and this and this. Well, no, it's a if you like stupid, immature Adam Sandler humor, definitely watch it.
Yeah, just if you're looking for something also that you don't really have to pay attention to.
But you can get stuff really quick out of.
Yeah, and just a quick little laugh, you know.
Steve Buscemi is really.
Buscemi.
Oh, Buscemi. Did I say
Buscemi.
Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi.
I'm just slurring. I'm so drunk right now, man. Oh my god.
Sober October's getting to you. Huh?
Yeah, right. God. Maybe it's like just the time of being sober. Just I don't know how to be sober anymore.
Oh no.
Or maybe being drunk makes me more articulate.
We can try that theory after October.
Yeah, totally. Also, Kevin James is hilarious in it.
I just love Kevin James.
No, he's great.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a couple. I don't know. He's had a couple of things where I'm just like, meh.
Yeah, I mean, like Zookeeper. I tried to watch that the other day.
Oh yeah, like like the sequel to Paul Blart. Like the first one's pretty fun for what it is, but after that, it just kind of went meh. And then a really really fun cameo from Shaquille O'Neal is in the movie as well.
Oh yeah, that was random.
Yeah, I really liked that too. Yeah. What else? What else have you been watching?
Let's see. I did watch Vampires versus the Bronx.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really
Is it like kind of in the same vein of what we've just been doing with Scare Me and Hubie Halloween and stuff?
kind of. Yeah, I mean,
Or is it a little bit more?
it's a very Lost Boys-y.
But it's still a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's like a coming of age kind of because they're all kind of younger.
Okay, yeah.
Like kids in it. I didn't think it was anything super to write home about, but I thoroughly enjoyed it because it just follows the vein of vampires infiltrating and then they figure it out and they have to convince the adults but there's nothing really like to talk about. But I would that's a definitely just like a fun that would go into like the comedy horror kind of thing.
Yeah.
The one I did watch, and it came out a few years ago, but I was really pleasantly surprised, was 1BR.
What's that?
I mean, I guess it would be one bedroom, but it's like a psychological kind of thriller about a woman, like a young, like fresh out of college or right in between like high school, going to college, taking like a hiatus kind of thing, moves out of her parents' house, gets her own apartment, and there's something really strange going on with this. It's basically, the best way I can describe it is it's one kind of really long Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, that's cool. What is this, or what is it on? What'd you watch it on? Did you recently watch it?
I recently watched it. It was either Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It was one of those. But yeah, so it's one capital B, capital R, so one bedroom, because that's what she rents out. And it's it kind of gets like culty psychological.
Okay.
With a kind of a really like cool twist at the end. But I would definitely check that one out because I just put it on like, whatever, something scary. Like, we'll see how this goes.
Did it kind of captivate you?
And then I like was totally uninterested in it and was just kind of killing time. And then found myself like, okay. And it's pretty brutal too, like surprisingly.
Nice. All
yeah.
right.
You're like, whoa, like it's kind of jarring.
Have you watched The Lodge yet?
No, I've been meaning to.
Oh, dude, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I watched that maybe a month or two ago. But like that, like the way that you were kind of describing that made me think about The Lodge, which has some crazy twists in it. It's all psychological. Like it's like there's nothing really paranormal really about it. Well, kind of. I don't want to ruin it, but there's definitely like it takes you through a journey, and then the way that it ends is just so fucked up.
What'd you watch on?
Hulu.
Yes, it is on Hulu.
Yeah.
I've seen it on Hulu. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like if you want something to really make you feel uncomfortable, I mean, it's slow. It's kind of a slower movie,
Mm-hmm.
but like once certain things happen, you're just kind of like watching it. And you're like, you're trying to just figure it out. You're like, what is actually happening here?
Yeah.
What is this?
Cool.
What the hell? Yeah. But like it has like, if you want it, I mean, it has a payoff.
Yeah.
In like in a really like when I was done watching it, I was like, holy fuck, dude, that was nuts.
Well, that's like the thing with like a lot of horror movies too. You watch at the end and you're like, oh, that was just kind of a waste of an hour and a half to 2 hours. Cause
Like The Faculty, kind of.
yeah, kind of. Yeah. Like,
as much as we enjoy watching The Faculty,
yeah, there's like, okay.
it's just by the end of it, you're like, ah, god, yeah.
I'm done. All right, cool. That's over. Yeah, okay, The Lodge. I gotta put that next one.
You want to write it down?
Yeah, I want to write that down.
Write down The Lodge. I don't know why I did any of that.
I kind of wanted to spell Lodge for a second.
I have a quick question for you.
Mm.
Top 5 movies for the spooky season.
Like new or just
All over, all around. Like, what would be what's your what's your number one movie to recommend to somebody for the spooky season? Like, it's a must watch.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be scary, but it just has to be in the
Yeah,
So
that's like it's horror genre.
okay.
Halloween feel, you know.
Obviously, the classic Hocus Pocus.
Oh, really? You would have that as your number one?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, no, not. I'm not gonna put them in order because I can't think.
Oh, you're just gonna do 5. You're just
Yeah,
gonna do your 5.
just
Okay.
Definitely Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm.
Trick or Treat.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love Trick or Treat. I
Yeah.
feel like that's a kind of an underrated,
Yeah.
cool anthology.
I really wanted them to make more of that.
I did too.
I wanted that to be kind of like I know like it would have gotten like tiresome by like Trick or Treat 4 or 5,
Mhm.
you know, but like I don't know, just like because I love how it was like the short story, like the campfire thing.
I love anthology shit like
yeah,
that.
no, it was great.
If you want to see something really messed up, I would say Tusk or Cabin Fever.
Okay,
If you want something that's going to kind of make your stomach kind of turn.
so I mean,
Like-
which one though? Or are you saying?
Okay, Tusk. But anyone that hasn't seen Tusk, I will never, ever watch that movie ever again. I watched it, I sat all the way through it, and I regret it.
But you would recommend somebody to watch it?
If you want to,
This is Kevin Smith, by the way, which it's totally like out of left field for Kevin Smith to do a movie like this.
yeah. If you want something really, yeah, have you seen it yet?
I mean, I know what happens in it. I know it, but like,
Oh, okay, I had
because
no idea.
I've seen Yoga Hosers.
But I don't-
It's his daughter, Kevin Smith's daughter, and Johnny Depp's daughter.
Oh yeah,
Because they're the store clerks in Tusk.
yeah.
So it's kind of like he started to make like a universe with that, but he's gonna have the girls be kind of like heroes through it all
Yeah.
going forward. Yoga Hosers is really fun.
Okay, I'll check that.
It's
one.
very aware of what it is, which is
Okay.
why it's very like meant to be B movie type thing. And Kevin James plays a little like Nazi brownie.
Okay.
No,
Definitely,
not Kevin James, Kevin Smith. Sorry.
Definitely Tusk.
So
Then
that's 4, right? Or is that 3?
Trick or Treat,
Hocus Pocus,
Tusk.
Tusk.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
Train to Busan.
Oh, okay.
For a zombie movie.
Yeah, okay.
That's I think one of the best zombie movies I've seen in the last like
Mhm.
5 years. And let's see. Oh, for a supernatural one that I really enjoyed, it didn't really. It kind of freaked me out, but I just thought it was visually really cool. Babadook.
Oh, no, totally.
For like a boogeyman.
I actually need to watch it all the way through still, though.
Yeah,
like, I know kind of the premise and like the end, like, you know. But
So yeah, we got the family comedy, we got the
Yeah, okay.
anthology,
all right,
we got the zombie,
all right,
we got the gore,
okay,
and we got the boogeyman.
cool, all right.
Cool. So yeah, there's 5 cool little.
I like that. I don't.
Yeah.
My list is. Let's go through like what I'm gonna come up with, and then let's try to put which one would be. Write down those genres down, because like my stuff's not gonna be like in any like won't be anything like that. Because like for me, when I'm watching for Halloween movies, I truly want to like. I like scary.
Family, gory, boogeyman, zombie. Oh, anthology.
Mm-hmm. Was that 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So my number one, always for this time of year, the classic Halloween. Like the movie Halloween.
No.
Right. Don't let's not worry. Just write it down, but let's not put it in the where it would go. Let's worry about that.
No. I was trying to think of the song, and then I almost went. And then I was like, "Don't do that. He'll be really angry at you." That's not the song.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Actually, I can't think of it off the top of my head right now as well. But I started to learn how to play it on the piano.
There you go. I was like, and then I started doing the Twilight Zone. Started doing the Twilight Zone in my head. I was like, that's all right.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to have Halloween in there because I mean, also like I still feel like as it is from being a 70s film, still holds up to this day with the terror, with like, because it's all like in camera stuff and it's like so much shadows and whatnot. Like you show that to like a 12-year-old, they're not like, this movie was like stupid so old. They're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
And then I gotta have Scream in there.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember the name of this one. It's like it's an anthology one, so this would obviously go into the anthology, but it's more it's like horror holidays or something. It's like kind of like the ABCs of death type thing, but it's like they got like a writer and director to do like a short thing for
each of the holidays. I know exactly what you're talking
but
about.
but it's like how each holiday like turns horror and whatnot.
Like Valentine's Day and St.
Yeah,
Patrick's
and
Day.
like the Valentine's Day one always sticks out in my head. Like spoiler, if you do watch this, actually, you know what? Like, it's about a young girl who falls in love with her like PE coach, and the fucked up shit she ends up doing is like in a stalker situation. It's really fucking cool, really fun. I'm looking it up right now, trying to find it.
Is it called Holidays?
It might just be called Holidays. Yeah, is that the description?
Is it like? Yeah, it's called Holidays.
It's just called Holidays.
It's the box with all the stuff in it and blood coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Holidays.
Is that on Netflix still?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
That's when I watched it on. But yeah, no, that's a newer one.
It is. It's on Netflix.
Cool. I definitely would recommend Holidays. Have you watched it yet?
Holidays? Yeah, I saw it a while because it came out.
Came out 3 years ago.
Came out in 2016.
Oh, 4 years ago. Okay. Okay. So, what have I got? Halloween, Scream,
and Holidays.
Holidays. Evil Dead 2.
Oh yeah,
and I'm going to be specific with Evil Dead 2. Like Evil Dead 1 is fun and it's great and it's cult classic, but Evil Dead 2 is kind of like it's. I know it's not a remake of Evil Dead, but like the way that it plays out, because it's like Bruce Campbell going back to the same cabin, but like they kind of like bring it up like why, like he doesn't remember what happened there, but there's something he's like drawn there for whatever reason. But Evil Dead 2 has some of the like it's scary, really good and scary at some points, and also then really dark and funny at other points.
Oh yeah,
and it's also where the great tagline came up of groovy.
I actually tried watching the Evil Dead show again. I couldn't sit through it.
Yeah, I mean, I started to enjoy it a little bit, and then I kind of fell off it again.
Yeah.
Okay, number five. Yeah. I mean, it's my favorite. I guess I just got to put it in there. Nightmare on Elm Street.
And also to clarify, when he's talking about Halloween and Nightmare, he's talking about the OG ones, not the remakes.
100%. Even though those two, the remakes of those two aren't the worst of the remakes. So.
Well, I mean, the new Halloween's, that's not a remake, I guess it's a sequel.
Are you talking about the newest one with Jamie Lee?
Yeah.
Like, where it's like they kind of like 86'd everything that happened after Halloween 2.
Yeah, they rebooted.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's fun. Yeah, that one's fun. But yeah, no, the OG Halloween. And then and the Rob Zombie Halloween remake's not bad. That's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be like a fun like night. Just like watch the original Halloween and then watch the Rob Zombie Halloween, you know.
I would just have a Rob Zombie night.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a lot of gore.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of murder.
All right, so let's see here. So which one of those is the family comedy? I mean, honestly, the lightest one out of all of those is Evil Dead 2.
It's like Evil Dead 2 or Holidays?
No, Holidays is the anthology.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll just put that there. Zombie is Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Boogeyman, Elm Street.
Yes.
Oh, but I mean, don't they call...
They call him the Boogeyman. Oh, they call Michael Myers the Boogeyman.
I mean,
maybe Nightmare well,
Okay, let me put it this way: you don't have a family, and they all pretty much go in gory. Yeah.
actually, you know what? Gory. Oh wait, Scream.
Scream. I mean, he's
Either
trying-
Scream or Nightmare would be the best for gory.
Yeah.
Because like especially like Nightmare, like actually you know what, Nightmare would be better for gory, especially with like the blood spilling out of like Johnny Depp's bed. You know,
Yeah.
there's some gory scenes in that. It's oh yeah, dude, and also when the girl's like getting dragged across the like the ceiling, dude, yeah, Nightmare is definitely in gory.
Okay, so then Boogeyman goes to Halloween.
Mm-hmm. And then that would put
Scream and family.
I could see that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
It's about family.
Yeah. Sure.
No, it 100% is because it's about Sid's mom sleeping around. You know, there's family drama in there,
Yeah. With
and Sid's dad, gets he's kind of like he's gonna get framed somehow. And
anyways,
Stu has that line like when Sid's like, I'm gonna call the cops, and he's like, my parents gonna be so mad.
Oh yeah, I
at
forgot.
me."
That's a really disturbing.
Right, dude. Stu was the crazy one in that fucking movie.
I was gonna ask you something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, two things. Did you watch New Mutants? I didn't even know it came out yet.
It's already out?
Yeah.
When did it come out?
August 20th?
Really?
August. I thought that's what it said.
I thought it was postponed again until next year.
Yeah, no, it says it. Wait.
It got panned super hard, didn't it? Oh, wait, no, I'm remembering this. It got panned just as bad as like Dark Phoenix did.
Oh, did it? I was
Yeah.
really. Yeah, it says it came out August 26th, 2020. What month are we in?
We're in October.
Oh, yeah.
Spooky. Remember, Tommy? Spooky.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, so.
All right.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, so you didn't see it. Take it.
Yeah. I think I have a vague memory of maybe Chris saying something about watching it, and he was just like, "Ugh."
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to check it out.
I still want to check it out. Yeah.
And then, did you watch Yummy that is on
I don't
Shudder?
even know what that is.
Yummy is a Belgian zombie movie.
Oh, okay.
If you like a zombie movie, check it out.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
It's just fun, especially, that's what's cool about Shudder too, is they have so many foreign, non-American,
International.
international horror movies. And it was kind of cool. I don't know. The coolest thing is it takes place in this really shady rehabilitation plastic surgery center.
Okay.
Like kind of like a cheap alternative to going to the fancy one.
Okay.
And it's like this woman's going there to get a breast reduction.
Yummy.
And it's just,
Trying to figure out why it's called Yummy through all the... Oh, because it's...
zombies
Zombie,
eating
yeah,
people.
okay.
I don't know. It was just, I enjoyed it. It was kind of interesting. But I also find with international movies, since you don't speak the language, it's hard. I think it makes it hard to tell if they're good or bad actors.
Yeah, no, we had that talk after Parasite.
Yeah.
And
Like since you don't know what the inflection's supposed to, or I don't know.
I mean, you can generally kind of like get a sense of that through body language a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know, which I mean sometimes can throw you off. Like I don't know. I feel like everyone in Parasite did a great job acting. You know, but like all were like, dude, Old Boy, brilliantly acted, dude.
That was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two. I did watch The Invisible Man, the remake.
Oh, the new one with
Yeah.
Elizabeth Moss. Is that her name?
Yeah. I think so.
I've been meaning to watch that actually because I've heard that it's pretty spooky. Spooky. God
it's
damn it.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's I mean, because like Hollow Man was supposed to be kind of like an Invisible Man remake, but it turned out to be its own thing.
Yeah.
But it kind of like this has kind of like that rapey vibe I feel from Hollow Man.
No, it has more. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It has more of a violent stalker vibe.
Oh, really?
Not,
okay.
Not this so much the sexual.
Not the clear rape scene.
Yeah, not the sexual aspect that
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon like portrayed in Hollow Man.
Mhm.
This has more of a stalker dominance,
Ooh.
like under my thumb, power trip kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that
So
makes
that's
sense because
creepy.
I've heard like I saw some like reviews where they kind of like made it like the movie itself is kind of like a huge metaphor of like gaslighting women, like men being able to, the way that men can
Yeah.
gaslight a female.
Well, remember
Yeah.
the movie Enough with Halle Berry? right? Halle Berry says in it.
It sounds familiar. Is it, I think it is Halle Berry, because like the other movie I'm thinking it was like the one with Beyonce in it, where like her wife has a stalker.
No, it's Jennifer Lopez.
It's Jennifer Lopez.
It's Jennifer Lopez.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Jennifer Lopez.
yeah, the one where she like
She's being stalked by her abusive husband.
that's right.
and then
Right.
he ends up tracking her down, and it comes to a big climax at the end of her having enough
Yeah.
and finally standing up to him and beating the living hell out of him.
Mhm.
This is that kind of vibe of the tension of this guy he's a narcissistic psychopath,
Yeah.
and he's, controlling this woman. And that was really kind of like creepy and spooky and disturbing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know, kind of over the Invisible Man thing. But I would check it out, especially because I think
Yeah. Is it a good movie?
yeah, I would definitely check it out.
Okay.
Especially for the psychological aspect.
Totally.
But yeah, then that's kind of and then I tried to watch the Grudge remake again.
Oh, but a lot of people said that it was really scary.
It didn't do shit for me.
Really?
And
Oh.
I find I like the original and then the first remake I find
Mhm.
terrifying.
Oh, Juon and
And then the
and-
American
and-
one,
and
the first
The Grudge.
yeah, and then the first American one.
Yeah.
This one I just was like, it didn't really have the same impact. Because
Okay.
even now it's like it's still I saw it when I was a kid, but even now it scares the living hell out of me.
Fair. Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
You got any other movies we want to suggest to people?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, I could talk an hour about Scream.
How about we save that for an actual episode? Did you want to talk about video games, or do you want to keep it on kind of the film TV thing?
I mean, just talk about horror in general, horror stuff, man.
Okay.
It's spooky.
It's spooky season. Finish The Walking Dead, season 10.
Oh yeah, all the way caught up.
All the way caught up. There will be no spoilers because I know that
It is really recent.
It's super recent.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
You finished it, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah,
As a whole,
wait. I just want to. Yeah, because the next season, season 11, is going to be the final
yes,
season.
that's the
Yeah.
end of it.
Yeah.
So no, we're not gonna spoil because it is pretty recent. So if you haven't
Mhm.
gotten to the very last
So we'll
episode,
try to step around that bush.
we'll be very vague about anything. As a whole, what'd you think of it?
It was okay. I mean, it was. I've been waiting for it way back when like they were releasing episodes before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, it was nice to finally just get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know how to talk about it without like spoiling.
Well then, just like be super. Like as a whole, did you like the direction they're leading, or are you kind of like?
I mean, yes.
You liked
so
it?
this
Okay.
isn't a spoiler because it's been talked about a lot online. I did like the return of Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's setting up something big.
Yeah.
Because I think that's. I mean, I think her character and where she went and whatever that was is going to be like the big kind of final arc for the show. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's. I think I kind of need to rewatch it. I was a little intoxicated watching it, not like super
Yeah.
intoxicated, but I don't know. I was also not. I was thinking of other things as well sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, this is my least favorite season.
I mean, it's the
As of
first
yet.
season fully without Rick.
But that wasn't a problem with me.
Really?
I didn't really Rick started to kind of get on my nerves anyway.
The show itself just 100% changed though once Rick left.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't care about the bad guys.
The Whisperers?
Yeah, especially because my peak of bad guy that I loved was the
Negan.
Saviors and
Yeah.
Negan. And
Well, they totally they didn't really do the Saviors as much justice as they were, as terrifying as they were in the comics.
well, I don't have a reference points for that because I haven't read them.
Yeah.
But from what they did in the show, like the Saviors, I don't know. I just didn't care for the Whispers, and I really, really didn't care for Alpha.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I really liked it. I mean, Alpha was conflicting for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. The Whisper ideology and I don't know, the whole thing, I was just kind of... And I kind of personally felt that, and Valen kind of felt this way too, that, number one, there were way too many heart-to-hearts back-to-back.
Oh, in this season.
Oh yeah,
In the finale?
entire episodes of
Yeah.
just these conversations heart to hearts, and I was just like, I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, I know you're also, because a lot of these characters and their relations who they're ever talking to were already so built up.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. They have this. Can we?
I guess there was like a sense that it felt like it needed to be a rushed finale.
Yeah, and then I did feel like there were some kind of plot holes of just not great writing.
Well, a lot of plot holes that ended up in The Walking Dead end up becoming like twists in like the next season. You know what I mean?
Oh, I guess so.
You know, if you think back, like it's like, well, what the hell was going on with this character? Where'd they go? And then all of a sudden they're back in this another season in the episode. And you're like, oh, and then you find out what happened. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, any like something like that. There, who knows? Maybe it isn't, and we can talk about that later.
Yeah. But I mean, all in all,
I mean, I'm excited for the final season.
yeah,
I mean, maybe because it's going to be the final season, I'm excited for it to just be done.
I'm excited for it just to be over. As long as they don't do like a Game of Thrones and they actually give it a good, solid.
Yeah, let's see where that. I mean, Greg Nicotero, the producer for it, I know like the show is kind of like taking its weird turn and whatnot. Or is it Nicotero that's the producer?
I honestly don't know off the top of my head.
I think it is.
I can look at. I have it bookmarked right here.
Here we go.
The He. Walking
I
Dead.
mean, it's so hard to end a show and make everybody happy. You know, like
Mhm.
not very many shows have had like such.
What? Who do you ask?
It's Greg Nicotero, right? Is the showrunner?
Like a producer?
Yeah.
Was a Frank Darabont. There's a lot. I don't see a Greg. Oh yeah, there it is. He's down on the list. But yeah,
He's one of the. He's like, I think him and Robert Kirkland. I think that's the
Kirkman. Yeah.
Kirkman. Thank you. Like created the show together.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of TV shows that really have like a finale that everybody just like is like.
No, not everyone's gonna be happy.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's gonna be interesting to see. Oh, well, because especially with Walking Dead, it has the biggest demographic from 18 to 50 years old.
Yeah.
Of people that watch it, and that's a huge
That is a huge demographic. Yeah.
And it's not even talking about like
Well, it's one of the biggest TV shows of all time.
teenage boys, and it's just
Yeah.
from that 18 to 50
Yeah.
that those people like it, and so you're gonna have a lot of
Mixed feelings.
just across the board. Like this right there, you cared for season 10, and I personally thought.
It's definitely like I agree with you. It's definitely not one of the strongest seasons. I mean,
the best part was kind of the development of Negan.
yeah, Negan's redemption story is really interesting.
I just love him.
I mean, what's the actor's name?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Thank you, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is just a wonderful actor.
It's just the goddamn.
He's actually a really hard character. Like I was
Negan last Halloween? I was Negan last Halloween. Wasn't
I think you were. I was trying to like sit there and like kind of like recreate, like do like a Negan true Negan imitation,
Mm-hmm.
like, and it's really really hard to actually do, like get like the cadence properly, and like just because he's like he always kind of has like a smugness to him.
He's got a cockiness.
Yeah, cockiness to him. That's also
incredibly attractive.
Which is still, but then like
way.
even like when he's being like open and honest, it's still there, and it's like it's such a great. The sign of a great actor is that he can still hold that sense of like the cockiness and smugness, but still like have like be open as like like be empathetic. You can. It's like because you learned who this character is, and it's like. You start to notice these nuances of like even he's like, God damn.
Well,
and
even even him as an actor too. If you think back to Watchmen,
mm-hmm.
and you think about that scene that he has with Dr. Manhattan, where he's kind of
which one?
When he's basically saying that Dr. Manhattan's losing touch with being human in the bar the bar scene in Vietnam. Remember that? The woman comes up and cuts the comedian's face with the bottle.
Is this when he says like you could have like killed him?
You could have turned the bullet into mercury, the gun into mercury, the bullet into snowflakes, but you didn't. That whole scene.
Yeah.
There was that kind of like I feel like there's like same kind of like he was being open.
Yeah.
There's just the way he acts is just very particular, and even that too. He's just a great actor.
Yeah, he is.
I want to see him in a lot more. He was even great in Grey's Anatomy. Danny Duquet.
Yeah, I've never seen Grey's.
Oh, so sad. He has a really sad story arc.
Oh,
Danny. Anyways.
Hopefully, we'll play Thomas Wayne one day, fall all the way through.
Yeah,
Not just a cameo.
not just like a spooky ghost.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wrote that down.
I mean, have you watched it? I mean, you've watched some of the Fear of the Walking Dead, haven't you?
I tried.
I've tried to watch it as well. I know that for a lot of things that I've read, it gets better once you get into like season 2 or 3.
Yeah, but that was also like
I was like, what? I'm going to sit through like 3 seasons of
but
bullshit?
that was The Walking Dead though.
When I first started watching The Walking Dead, it's when it first came out. So like I was like invested from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, yeah, Ryan and I used to watch every premiere when it first came out.
But did you start because when it first came out, I was still living in Spokane.
I started watching it.
When you were still when you were a kid in LA?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. Pretty sure. Well, but
because it was the first season's only it was only supposed to be a 6 episode like event type thing.
Oh, but then it got so much popularity. They're like, let's keep it running.
And they were like, because they were like, because like the way, remember how season 1 ends where they get out of the government facility,
mm-hmm.
and then like they just drive off. Like it's season 2 is the beginning of the farm.
Oh, so it was just like it was basically going to be a mini series that was going to end after that moment.
I think they kind of they did the mini series and was like, if it gets picked up, if it gets enough attention, then we'll continue it as a full series, because AMC didn't know where it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And because through season 1, 2, and 3, it's a completely different show than it is now.
Yeah.
It was follow the comics a hell of a lot more in season 1, 2, and 3.
And it started kind of teetering off with the governor, right?
Everything post governor. Well, I mean, it started teetering like from the beginning because Daryl was never a character.
Yeah.
Because Tyrese was a main character from like through all of the prison. Tyrese isn't even introduced until. Is Tyrese introduced in the prison? Yeah, he's introduced not at the beginning of the prison.
I really can't remember.
Yeah,
that gets mumbled for me.
Yeah, because Tyrese in the comics is pretty much is like the Daryl character, like the brother to Rick.
Yeah,
you know. So, but I mean, it's and also like Lori is a bigger character. I mean, there's a lot of big differences, but like they didn't really through.
Carol's 25 in the comic book.
Oh yeah, she's younger. That's right.
Yeah. Because I looked up, I was like, how old is Carol supposed to be? And it said 25, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh, this is the comic book. Okay. I was just very confused.
There's a lot of tweaks, I mean, Michonne is a completely different character in it as well.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the governor gets introduced that I guess it starts to really change, because the governor was a completely different character. He's a lunatic in the comics.
Yeah.
He is psycho.
I just got a flashback to that. There's that Walking Dead compilation thing. So, boobity boobity. Do you remember that?
What?
Oh, no, it was a Walking Dead bad lip reading. Remember bad lip reading? I'm sure they still do.
I've seen things of bad lip readings, but I've never seen the Walking Dead one.
The Walking Dead one's pretty funny. Okay, yeah. I think everyone should watch that.
Well, yeah. I mean, so I don't know. We can. Any recent horror video games you've played? I
was gonna say we could talk about that, or do you want to save that? We can get into actually horror video games for our side B next time.
Next side B. I mean, we could talk more about it then as well. I mean, we can just start at the beginning of it here.
Okay, well then let's see.
What else you got on your list though?
I got some scary video games that I wanted to talk about, but there's a few on there, and then I just had the spooky game I've been playing recently.
What's that?
Zombie Army 4.
Oh yeah. Talk about that a little bit.
So Zombie Army 4 came out this year, is by Rebellion Games. They did Strange Brigade, Sniper Elite series, which is a really fun World War II sniper game. And they did other stuff back in the day, like they did the Sean Connery From Russia with Love game for the Xbox.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, you were talking to me about that.
PlayStation 2, I think. So they've been around forever. But basically, it's Left 4 Dead but third person. That's it really, and it's just really fun in this sense. Like, what's kind of cool about it is you can play it by yourself, and you can change the difficulty setting from easy, medium, whatever, and that will just change, how much damage they give you, how much damage they take.
Yeah.
But what's kind of cool too is that you can go to the amount of zombies for the amount of players.
Oh,
So if
interesting.
you and I wanted to play online,
Yeah.
we could set it to
Like a 1-to-3 ratio.
yeah, or if like 1 to 4. So that means we'd get double the zombies as
we
if
do-
it were 4 players.
Can we do like 1-to-10?
No, it just goes up to 4 because there's only 4 players.
Okay, so for every one player, there's 4 zombies.
Well, I don't know how the ratio is.
I mean, well, that's what a ratio is. 1-to-4 is that.
Well, it says players playing 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing by yourself, you can set it to 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay,
That's the computer being like, oh, let's put enough zombies that if 4 people were playing. I'm
I
not
see.
sure what the actual ratio
So
is.
yeah, when I said 1-to-4, that's what I was meaning. Is like for every one player, there's 4 zombies.
But is that actually the ratio? I don't know.
I know, no, yeah,
Is
that's
that an
what
example?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as a ratio, like I said 1-to-4 is that would be a ratio.
Punch you in the throat.
Why you what? We had a miscommunication. I'm letting you know what
Okay,
I was
so-
trying to say.
So 1 to 4, yes.
Why you all so mean to me?
So it would be fun, like if you and I were playing online, we
Yes.
could make it this ridiculous
So,
horde,
yeah.
basically. That
So we choose like it is 2 players playing, but then we can choose and say like, oh no, we want as many zombies as if 4 people are
yeah,
playing.
a 4-person team.
I see.
And it is really fun. The only thing is I get kicked off a lot from teams.
Like
Like
the teams kick you off.
yeah, like they vote.
How bad are you?
I'm not. I'm actually pretty good.
Do you use your headset and like talk with them and stuff?
No one talks. I really don't. I don't know what that is about online gaming, but I've noticed people don't really talk anymore to each other.
I mean, unless you're playing GTA 5
Yeah,
or GTA Online,
and then they won't shut the fuck up.
right? God,
you have to go through and mute everybody.
no, there's a mute all option. you
Yeah,
know?
no, but I just mean you're like fucking
Yeah.
mute everybody. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is fun to play it by yourself. There have been a couple missions that I've had to go online and just get random people because I just haven't been able to do it because it's just like it's a really sprawled out map and it was just too much for me to like do. It's like comically scary. Like it's scary in the sense that it's just really tense, you know?
Yeah.
They're like suicide or zombies, and so you'll just hear this screaming behind you. You turn around and it's got no arms. Yeah, and it's got like a bunch of TNT strapped to it, and it's just barreling towards you, and then you see 3 more behind it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's like, oh,
It
fuck.
really has TNT strapped to it?
Yeah, and it's like blinking, and it's just gonna run up to you and blow up. So what you want to do is you want to
Wha-
shoot it from a
Are there
distance.
like why is there TNT trapped? Like who put the TNT on the zombie?
So in the plot of the series, because I own the other 3,
Yeah.
and at the 3rd one, at a certain point, you kill Hitler. And then he rises from hell and becomes.
Is he an intelligent zombie?
Yeah, he's Hitler.
my
He's zombie
fucking-
Hitler.
Is that the storyline of this one?
And this one, he's been sent to hell, but for some reason, the zombies are still wrecking the earth, and you're trying to figure out what's going on.
Hitler
there.
is the bad guy to these movies, movie games.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, because it takes place right after World War
This
II.
is like zombie Wolfenstein. It sounds like.
It is, yeah,
Oh my God. Okay.
yeah. And it's like, and that's the thing. It's goofy.
Yeah. okay.
Scary.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly. Like, and even then, there's like little collectibles you want to get throughout the maps, and one of them are these little severed hands that are just moving on
Oh,
their
okay,
own, but
yeah.
they're doing silly things. Like one of them I saw the other day had a butcher's knife, and you just saw its shadow, so it looked huge. But when you turn the corner, he's like fake fencing with a teddy bear, and you just got to blow it up, like. And then I don't know, you get like collectibles like that. It's like silly, but it's
Fair. Yeah.
It's a fun, just like I just want to blow shit up, and you turn the corner, oh fuck, and you run, and I don't know. But I've been playing a lot of that, and it's been.
Oh, I mean, like I think when I got turned off when I first played Zombie Army 3, it was just like I had no idea what I was. It was just like I couldn't figure out how to choose the proper weapon. couldn't figure shit out. And then all of a sudden I was thrown into a map. And I'm like, okay,
The loadouts, I've been having a really hard time with my loadouts.
yeah.
It's
And-
really just trial and error because also once you level up, you get a lot of really cool attachments.
'Cause I remember, like, I think if you remember, I was like running around with a sniper rifle, and you're like, "Why do you have a sniper?" I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't know what I was choosing."
Well, that's the thing too. Is I got a sniper rifle, but I got it souped up so it's a perfect semi-automatic and then a killer sniper.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. The only thing that I have a problem with is my secondary. I can't find one that I like. But it is fun. I mean, like I said. Oh, and I brought it up too because on Steam, if you go on the Steam community, there's actually a digital comic you can read called Zombie Army Wrong Place, Wrong Time. And the premise is that the 4 people from Left 4 Dead somehow get time traveled into Zombie Army universe.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's them running around during, I don't know. And I was
so
like,
wait, I think maybe you already said this, and I just like didn't hear. Is this developed by the same people that did Left 4 Dead? Or
from what I was reading, I don't know. From what I was reading, no, but it seems like they had communication with each other.
Maybe it's a team that evolved from them or came from them?
Yeah, there's some kind of connection, but I couldn't really figure out what. Maybe someone's like, oh, stupid, it's this. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of the development team is the same, because it feels like Left 4 Dead. The only thing is it's not first person. Yeah. And it's a little more intense.
Well, dude, Left 4 Dead could get fucking intense, though. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's just because it's like this has the almost like the Resident Evil soup zombies. Like, there's like tanks and the witch and stuff like that. But these ones are actually zombies that are huge with like flamethrowers and machine guns.
Oh yeah, it's like the zombies are a little bit more. It sounds like the zombies are a little bit more have like an intelligent design.
Yeah.
There's also a sister game to this from the same developers that came out that it seemed a little bit more interesting to me. Was Strange Brigade, and because it's like a little bit more like
adventure and the unknown.
Yeah, but with like horror monsters
instead of zombies, mummies.
Oh, it's just mummies.
It's just mummies.
Oh, they made it sound like there was going to be like werewolves and vampires, like it was going to be like Universal monster type thing.
I don't know. I haven't really
played much of it.
No, I played the beginning, but then I was like, because of the spooky season, I was like, I'm going to stick with Zombie Army. I'm going to jump in that one soon because I was like $11 on the sale.
How is that different? Like, I mean, that's also that's spooky. Is mummies? Like, if it has a little bit more of like a monster theme.
No, but the theme
Monster Mash.
No, but the theme is, haha.
Where's the Monster Mash?
Go collect the jewels.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like, because even like the controller like whispers things to you in Zombie Army. Like you pause it and you put it down. Like freaked Fallon out because I walked out for a minute. But just little like baby noises, like.
Oh my god!
Like, what the fuck
that would fucking scare me too, dude.
But yeah, no. Strange Brigade looks fun. The only thing too that I really like World War II games for the weapons because they're not super crazy automatic in like today's day and age. A lot of them still like the rifles. You need to still have accuracy and still it's not just spray and pray. Especially for zombie stuff, you hit him in the head. And then, but this one, the Strange Brigade is even before that, so even the weapons are
even
almost
older.
Too old now for me. I like the sweet spot of the 1940s kind of weaponry, so that's why I like it.
Okay,
but yeah, it's cool. I mean, I don't know. It has a really. I feel like it has a really high replay value.
I mean, it sounds. I mean, if it's it's similar to what like Left 4 Dead, you know.
Well, yeah, because even then, it's like Left 4 Dead had what four chapters and four
players,
and then four different
sections each chapter. Yeah.
With this, if you get it on sale, you get all the DLC. I think there are 12
chapters with like
four sections.
Okay.
So then you could just find your favorite, and then you could play with different people, and then change the horde level and try different tactics, and because you get all like the mines and.
I get bored of that stuff really fast, though.
Oh, really? I feel like you'd be really into that.
I mean, it's like maybe every once in a while, but like I don't know. The games that I like to replay mostly are like puzzle type games, or like things that it's not the same thing each time.
Yeah, then you'd probably get bored with this pretty easy.
Because like the thing is like that's why I have a hard time replaying a lot of like modern video games. That it's like it's the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again. That was one thing that was fun with Left 4 Dead is that where the zombie like you could never predict where the zombies were like spawn or what. Like, you knew when there was going to be a horde of something, but you never knew like when or what the whole like
where the witch was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. I remember. Oh my god, one time playing Left 4 Dead. Because like sometimes there would just be like one or two witches in an area, but like or like just throughout the entire level, one or two witches. Remember, I think it was like maybe a warehouse or maybe it was a mall, but walked into a room and I'm hearing the witch cry. I'm like, oh fuck, I think she's somewhere around here. And then I kept walking and then I heard an echo of it. I'm like, what? That's kind of weird. Is there another one? And then I heard it more and more, and I kept kind of walking and I just wasn't really paying attention. And I like kind of like finally like looked around and I'm in a room surrounded by witches.
How many?
Like 5 or 6 or 7. I was just like, oh my god.
Never had that happen.
Yeah, it was terrifying. And then think I accidentally shot my gun and scared them all.
That would be a cool remake.
I've been waiting for a Left 4 Dead remake,
Anybody out there, make it happen.
or at least like not necessarily a remake. What is it called when they just like move it over, like up? I don't know.
Reboot it.
No, I guess maybe remodel,
Remastered?
Remastered. Yeah, that's the
like
word.
a remastered one.
Yeah.
yeah. I would play the hell out of it again
Yeah.
if it was just updated. That'd be cool. Have you been playing anything spooky, or you kind of just been watching stuff?
I've just been really watching. So I mean, like I said, I just started watching episodes, so I'm in the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still in the middle of a Metroid: Samus Returns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's just like it gets like I'll be working on stuff or like watching something, and it's like I have to make the decision: am I going to watch episodes before I go to bed, or am I going to play Samus Returns before I go to bed?
Oh, okay.
You know. So, yeah.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up for the evening.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We had some fun with this.
Yeah. Hope you guys did too.
Next week.
Next week we are going to be doing a side A, and the movie we're going to be doing is Idle Hands.
Idle Hands, starring Devin Sawa.
Devin Sawa, yeah.
And then Jessica Alba is the girl interested in that as well. And also has Seth Green.
Seth Green. 1998?
Yes.
1998.
Yes.
Um,
Or 99. 98, 99.
One of those. So yeah, go ahead and give us a listen on that, please.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And if you listen to The Faculty, just so you know, sorry for the length on that.
We're
working on getting our stuff kind of like
tight.
Around at no longer than an hour 30. That definitely was an hour and 50. So sorry if you checked out of that. Please listen to it all the way through though, if you can, if you have the energy.
And we'll try and tighten it up for you.
So we're gonna that had a very specific formula that we did with it, and we're gonna be trying out a new formula. Script type thing for this next one for Idle Hands. So forgive us if we feel a little jumbled as well.
Yeah. So,
but we're committed. We're committed to making.
We'll make this work.
We're committed to making you laugh. We're committed to making you listen. We're committed to something. I don't know. I was trying to go somewhere with that, and
Keep working on it.
you work on it.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
You fucking work on it.